Okay, so on our class today, if you look at our assignment 22422, our assignment is PIXLR Editor, and this is where we're actually going to start our first PIXLR Editor assignment. And if you look and click on this link right here, it's going to tell you all the requirements that we have for this PIXLR Editor assignment. So if we look, you guys, it says the overall theme. So the whole idea of this PIXLR Editor assignment is to let you guys be a little creative. And so where the city drawing was very specific, like this is how you draw whatever it might be, this is going to be a little more open-ended as far as how you really perceive and think and how you want to show what you're doing. And so the theme for this is just going to be one word, guys. It's going to be opposites. And so you can interpret what opposites mean to you, but you're going to have to show that through your PIXLR Editor assignment. So it could be things like hot, cold, or cat, dog, or up, down, or back, forth, or it could be rivals like Packers, Vikings, or good versus evil, or Marvel or DC, or light and dark, or really whatever opposites you could think of. It could be redheads and blondes. It could be whatever you want it to be. And then, so your first step then is once you've got your opposites idea themed out here, then you're going to choose a background for your image, kind of like what we did yesterday. Remember in that one I showed you outer space? So you think of a background where it's all going to happen. And then you're going to include on the ground, you must include these images on your background. So you want to think of a background that's going to have some ground to it, or if not ground, something for these images to sit on. Because you have to include images in your background. We're talking about that here in a second. But these images have to be on top of something, meaning standing on top of something. They can't be floating or swimming. If they are floating or swimming, what are they floating on? Is it a raft? Is it a shark? If they're in outer space, is it a planet? Whatever it might be, okay? If they're flying, they got to be on something, in a plane, on top of something. They just can't be out random somewhere. Okay? Then you can't do outer space. So here's the rules here. You're going to have a total of 16 images minimum that you're putting on top of that background. Okay? Of those 16, 3 must be complicated. That means you're erasing the background yourself. 5 must be simple. That means it's a simple, flat, white background that you're using the wand tool to hit delete with. And then 8 can be PNG. Now, if you run into some fake PNGs, sometimes it's hard. You can have more of these and less of this if you need to, because this is a little bit more, one more step than this one. Okay, so let's say if you had 8 PNGs or 8 simples and 5 PNGs, that would be fine. You just have to have your total of 16. Now you can, if you want to try, you can Google remove BG. You can add on top of that if you want to some remove BG ones. And basically what that does, there's a website out there that you can put an image in, put it in this remove BG, automatically removes the background for you. But those are above and beyond these things that we really want you to focus on for this assignment. Now, every image, this is why everything's got to be grounded. Every image must include a shadow to look right or to look correct. And the image does not have to make sense, but it has to be believable. So like, let's say if you've got someone underwater and they're standing on a shell or whatever, you know, it may not make sense that Tom Brady's underwater, but it might be believable because you have a nice cast shadow there. It looks like, hey, it really does kind of look like he's standing underwater, or whatever the case might be, okay? So this is your assignment. It should take you a few days to do it. If you get done earlier tomorrow, just do another one. But that's the main assignment for tomorrow. Now, also on this assignment, I'm going to be posting how to do a shadow, okay? A cast shadow, a shadow on this thing too, and you'll want to watch that here in a little bit before you get going. Okay, questions? All right, the time is yours.